Hi, I'm Sonal Prakash. I'm an SRL alumna and a student at George Mason University. And today I'm here with Lisa Desjardins, a political correspondent at PBS NewsHour. So nice to meet you, Lisa.
Really great to meet you.
So to start off here, politics in this country recently has felt really ugly. What changes have you seen over time? You've been a reporter for so long.
It used to be that the battles, say, in Congress could get very heated, and we would have floor speeches that were fiery. However, it was really confined to the idea that it was a political debate and it wasn't personal. And what's happened now in our politics, and I've felt it in Congress, is it feels very personal. It's not just a battle of who has the best ideas, but it's about putting down one person or one group of people in a way that is more hurtful, and as we saw, sometimes can lead to violence.
Yeah, and speaking of violence, obviously the January 6th Capitol attacks, you were actually present there reporting on that day. What was the impact of that event, especially on these upcoming midterms?
Not that the Capitol is operating under any sort of rules at the moment.
I think it is profound. It was surreal. It was surreal for anyone watching it. But to be in it, it really undermined the notion of thinking how stable our democracy is, thinking of who can you trust in the political sphere, how far will people with extremist ideas go, because I think there was an assumption that people may say something, but they don't really mean to attack the U.S. Capitol. They did really attack the U.S. Capitol. So what happened then, especially is for Democrats who were there, and I saw their eyes that day. I walked next to Democratic members of Congress who were crying, and I was trying to comfort them because they really thought they were about to lose their lives. It became such a raw sense of betrayal for them by Republicans. So that trust has broken down like never before. And for Republicans, they believe they're being falsely accused of conspiring against the United States, which they say they weren't doing, but Democrats say, wait a minute, you had a role. So that debate is unresolved, and it's very raw.
I've personally seen a lot of the same kind of aggressiveness and passion on social media. And as a young person who's going to be a first-time voter this year, it's easy to be intimidated by the intensity of politics.
I love that you used that word, intimidation. I hadn't thought about that, but that is what's happening here. And I would say to young people, try not to be intimidated. Someone is going to portray that they have all the knowledge in the world, that they are so confident they can't possibly be wrong, but anyone can be wrong, you know? And it's not just getting the facts on your own, but sort of trusting your own instinct, be willing to disagree with your own friends in small ways, be willing to disagree with other people in big ways.
Is there anything that you've seen that gives us some kind of hope for a better future?
For the first time in decades, we saw Congress pass legislation that actually did deal with gun violence. Again, not what a lot of gun control advocates want. It's definitely not what gun rights people wanted, but Republicans and Democrats came together and said after Uvalde, we have a very serious problem and we need to start tackling it. There are members of Congress who realize that our democracy is at a really important pivot point, and that if Congress is not able to figure out a way to talk to each other about these huge issues that endanger our country, then that is the danger itself.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa. This has been a wonderful conversation with you.
You're welcome, and thank you, because I think this kind of discussion is also a reason for hope.
Absolutely.